You don't know me. You should. I've got some information that might be of interest to you. As you can see, it's scattered all around here. Nobody's paid any attention to it for years, but yet it's extremely interesting and pertinent to where we are today here in America. Disease is something that we take as a matter of life, I guess would be a good way to put it, because we all get sick and we all die. But is there a reason for this? Is there a reason that we get sick? Well, according to the ancient texts, and there's many of them from various civilizations and cultures, we as inhabitants of the planet Earth are constantly being bombarded by alien life forms. They come from meteorites, they come from comet tails, they come from interstellar space dust, and they come in contact with our atmosphere, which has oxygen and water in it, and they breed. And where there may have only been at one time a few of these individual different types of parasitic species, over the eons of what we call time, they have evolved to the point now where in actuality they're the dominant species on the planet, and we as human beings, or Homo sapiens, have become their fodder. They eat us. So what does this all mean? Got a lot of questions, a lot of speculation, a lot of bad information, a lot of bad science. So what's our intent here? What are we going to do with this video? Well, we're going to discuss a number of different things. We've got a list of topics here. We're going to try and cover them to the best of our ability. And we're going to deal with how these parasitic forms come here from outer space and how they evolve. What happens to them on Earth, how they show themselves in our bodies and how they show in the food chain. Now these critters, for lack of a better term, come in a wide variety of flavors and species. Some of them crave acid, some of them crave alkaline, some like sugar, some like this, some like that, but they all like one thing, and that's manipulating their host, which is us. They make us go where they want us to, they make us eat what they want to eat, and we're not even aware of this, and the reason we're not aware of it is because we haven't been taught. We get more instructions with our new cars than we get with our bodies. And there's something very wrong there. Now mankind has been programmed by these animals, or creatures, or organisms, or bacteria, or infections, whatever the medical profession want to call these things. And what they do is they change our outlook, they change our reality. Those that live in an acid environment make the people that they live in miserable because they're living in acid. And if you've ever stuck your hand in an acid, you know how it burns. Well, that's what every cell in your body is being exposed to because of these parasites. Now when we think of parasites, we think of one worm or two worms. We don't think of millions of worms or swarming like bees do or like mosquitoes do. We think of them as individuals. But these things are like armies, and they maneuver and take control in the same manner that armies do. They pick one area of weakness, they exploit it. As an example, they don't like things that kill them. That's one of the reasons why we don't have access to many of the medicinal herbs that were given to us in the Christian Bible, because these things kill them. What are some of these herbs? Well, cloves is one, wormwood is another, and of course then we have pernicious tobacco, which has been declared public enemy number one. And there's nothing really wrong with tobacco, it's the delivery system. We're not supposed to be smoking it, we're supposed to be eating it. 100 years ago, tobacco was on the table with the salt and pepper. It was a condiment. But the parasites don't like things that kill them. So the tobacco became pernicious in the eyes of the scientific community. And here we are today. Now, as we look at this thing, we see that there's various aspects to the entire problem. And we don't contribute to it because we're not educated enough to be able to understand that the stuff that we're putting in our mouths is killing us. Preservatives, artificial colors, flavors, flavor enhancers, various kinds of drugs that are put into the food, which are now showing up in the sewers because they're doing drug tests on the sewage treatment plants. All this stuff is having an effect on us. NutraSweet is a methyl alcohol. It's like drinking Sterno. Takes 10 points off the human brain, IQ. No problem. You dumb the people down, you put chlorine in the water, and then you sit them from childhood in front of a television set and feed them subliminals and flash lights in front of their eyes and allow them to watch 100 people a day to be killed or raped or vivisectioned or whatever type of atrocities you want to go into, and it's right there. And this is what's babysitting your children. This, along with the constant batter of eat this cereal, eat that cereal, do this, do that, and then you wonder why everybody's sick. They're sick because they've been brainwashed. They've been told what the products are that they're to eat. They're told at what speed they can drive their vehicles. They're told all of the things that they think that they need to live a successful life, and in reality all they're doing is getting themselves deeper and deeper into the realm of sickness and disease, which then the people in the society that deal with these things can prey on.